We will continue with the Christmas story. Today we will read the story titled Hector the Snail. Once, there was a snail who wanted to be fast. But of course, snails are very slow. They don't have long legs to run with, and they're too small to move quickly. They can't even jump. But this snail, whose name was Hector, had an idea. He decided he would go to a wizard and ask him to swap bodies with a faster animal. If he could swap bodies with an ostrich, then he'd be really fast. So Hector the Snail traveled to find a wizard. He had to travel very far. He went through towns, where people said, "You, a snail." Sometimes, people almost stood on him. He went through deserts, where he became very dry and found it hard to move. He went through caves, where it was very wet and birds tried to eat him. In one of these caves, he found a wizard without a name. Hector the Snail had always thought that wizards were very important people. They had nice clothes, and long, clean beards, so of course they had names. But this wizard was very short, had no clothes, and when Hector asked what his name was, he said, "I don't need a name." "Are you really a wizard?" said Hector. "Of course. Are you really a snail? I'm not like the wizards you find in books." "Bah! Who wants to be like them? Then everyone comes to you and asks you to solve all their problems." "Oh," said Hector. He wanted the wizard to solve his problem. "Oh, go on, tell me what it is," said the wizard. "I like snails more than people, so I might solve your problem. If I feel like it." So Hector explained his problem. "Ha," said the wizard. "Well, that's new. But there's just one small problem. I can only swap you with another animal if that animal wants to swap bodies." "Really?" "Yes. I'm a good wizard, see? If I swapped your body with an ostrich, I don't think that ostrich would be very happy. And you're not going to find any ostrich who wants to swap bodies with a snail, I think. Anyway, you don't know how to move like an ostrich. You would look very stupid." "Oh," said Hector. "Oh dear," said the wizard. "Am I really getting sad because of a snail? Look, I can help you in another way." "I don't think you can," said Hector. "All I really want is to be fast." "Well, yes, I can't make you fast," said the wizard. "But why don't you just ride on an ostrich's back? It'll be easier to find an ostrich who will let you ride on their back than an ostrich who will let you swap bodies with them." "What a good idea," said Hector. "Thank you, Mr. Wizard. Please, call me Bartholomew. I do have a name, actually. I just don't like telling most people." So Hector went to find a friendly ostrich so that he could ride on its back. But the ostriches lived in hot places, and they had never seen a snail before. They thought he was a horrible thing, and when he asked if he could ride on their back, they tried to eat him. Hector was afraid, because he thought the ostriches might take his house off his back, so he ran away. Finally, Hector found a farm with many horses on it. He stopped to take a drink of water, but the horses were not happy. "Hey, that's our water," they said. "Go away, you horrible snail." "He's not a problem," said one of the horses. "Look, he's so small and thirsty. Let him drink." So the other horses left, and Hector talked to the nice horse. "I'm Chestnut," said the horse. "We don't have a lot of snails around here. Are you new?" "Yes," said the snail. "But I probably won't stay long. I left home looking for a wizard, because I wanted to swap bodies with a faster animal. But I couldn't do that, so I tried to ride on an ostrich's back. But they didn't want that, so now I'm here. And the other horses don't like me, either." "If you want to ride on an animal's back," said the horse, "then ride on mine." "Oh," said Hector. "If it's okay, I would love to. But you probably have humans who want to ride you as well. I couldn't ride your back very often." "I hate the humans," said Chestnut. "Children. I can never run fast when they're on my back, because they get afraid, and some of them kick me." "Kick you? But you're so beautiful." "I know," said Chestnut. "I'll tell you what. If you can find a way to free me, then you can ride on my back for the rest of your life." So Chestnut and Hector thought, and Hector had an idea. In the night, Hector ran all over Chestnut's body. Actually, it took him a very long time. Chestnut laughed, because it felt very strange to have the snail move all over his body. In the morning, the horse looked different. He had snail trails all over him. When the humans saw him, they were very surprised. "Oh no, is he sick?" asked one of the girls. Chestnut coughed, and lay down on the ground. "We'll have to take him to the doctor," said a human man. So they took Chestnut out, and when the humans weren't looking, he ran. Hector was on his back, and they ran far away from the farm. Because Hector had traveled this way before, he knew where to go. He took Chestnut to a forest where the humans would never find them. "Oh, I'm free," said Chestnut. That was so much fun, said Hector. You were so fast. I felt like I was flying. And so from that day on, Hector and Chestnut were best friends. Every day, Chestnut went for a run with Hector on his back. When the humans tried to take Chestnut back to the farm, Hector made clever plans to stop them, so the horse was always free. They lived happily ever after. God will bless you. We will continue with the Christmas story. Today we will read the story titled The Turnip Princess. Once, there was a young man called Arran who hated eating vegetables. Every night, his mother gave him a big plate of carrots, potatoes, onions and turnips, but Arran never ate it. Eat your vegetables, his mother would say. It will put hairs on your chest. I don't need hairs on my chest, said Arran. One day, his mother got angry. If you won't eat your vegetables, then you can sleep outside. And she locked him out of the house. I can't believe it, he said. What mother locks her son outside of the house? Arran didn't want to sleep outside, so he started walking. He walked, and got very lost. In the morning, he saw a house on a hill, and he went to it. Hello? He said. But nobody answered. He opened the door and went inside, and there was a click. He tried to open the door again, but it was locked. Not again. Why does everyone lock me in and lock me out? Inside the house, it was very quiet. Arran went upstairs. In a bedroom, he found a woman sleeping in a bed. She was very old, and looked like a witch. Hello? Ah! Cried Arran. He turned around and saw a dog. Who said that? I did, said the dog. But you're a dog. Dogs can't talk. Ah, but I'm a magic dog, said the dog. Ha, said Arran. Was he dreaming? Well, I want to go home, but I'm locked in. How do I get out? This house is cursed, said the dog. There is only one way to get out. You must marry this woman. Marry her? He looked at the old woman. She really wasn't very pretty. Sorry, but I can't marry an old witch. Tell me more about this curse. There must be another way. I cannot, said the dog. I am cursed as well, and I cannot tell you many things. If you marry her, though, you can break the curse. I told you, I'm not marrying an old witch. Fine, said the dog. Then go downstairs and find a painting on the wall. If you take the painting off the wall and put it under the biggest turnip in the world, you will find a beautiful wife. See, that's what I want, said Arran. But you, turnips. I hate turnips. He went downstairs and found the painting. In the painting was a young woman, who was very beautiful. There was something familiar about her. Had Arran seen the woman before? But no, he had never been to this part of the country before. He pulled the painting off the wall, and the house started moving. There was a click, and the door was unlocked. Arran ran outside, and the house collapsed. Oh no, said Arran. I made the house collapse, and I killed that little dog and that old witch. He looked for them, but he couldn't find them. Then he saw a man on the other side of the hill. Uh-oh, said Arran. If that man sees me, he'll think I made the house collapse and killed the two of them. Well, I did do that. But I don't want him to know that. So he ran away with the painting. He ran for many days, and found a big vegetable field. Perfect. I mean, I hate vegetables, but there's probably some big turnips here. Maybe not the biggest turnip in the world, but I'm sure any big turnip can break the curse. I just need to find it. So he walked into the vegetable field. But these weren't normal vegetables. They were magic vegetables. As he walked, the vegetables started walking, too, and they were very big. An onion, a carrot and a potato all started walking behind him. Arran heard something, and turned around and saw the vegetables. Ah! He ran, and the vegetables ran, too. The onion bit him in the leg. Arran started to cry. The carrot bit him on the arm. Arran's hair turned orange. The potato bit him in the chest, and Arran fell over and started to sleep. Arran woke up, and he didn't know how long he had been sleeping. But when he looked at his chest, he saw that there were lots of hairs on it. Well, Mother always said that eating vegetables would put hairs on my chest, but actually, it was the vegetables eating me that put hair on my chest. He ran away from the vegetable field. He still had the painting. When he was far away from the field, he looked at it. The girl still looked familiar, but he didn't know why. So Arran looked for the biggest turnip. He walked for many months, but he could not find it. But one day, he walked up a big hill, because he thought there was a house on top. Actually, it was a big, white turnip. Aha! This must be the biggest turnip in the world. So he put the painting under the turnip and waited. Nothing happened, so he decided to sleep. The next day, he woke up and the painting was gone. But more importantly, the turnip had changed. A picture was carved into it. "Who carved this?" said Arran. He looked, but he saw no other people. The carving was of a familiar face. Ah! It was the old witch. And next to the old witch in the carving was a house. "I think this turnip is telling me to go back to the old woman's house." "But why? It collapsed, and she's dead now." But Arran went back and found the house. And actually, it wasn't collapsed. It looked normal again. He went inside, and the door locked again. The painting was back on the wall like before. "There you are," said the dog. "You found the biggest turnip in the world, then?" "Yes, but I don't understand. Why did it tell me to go back here? And I thought you died. Didn't the house collapse on you?" "No, I got out. But the curse changed everything again." "Oh, it was so nice to be." The dog wanted to say something, but he couldn't. The curse stopped him from speaking. Then Arran understood. "That man I saw after the house collapsed. That was you." "Yes," said the dog. "I understand now. And I know what to do." The boy ran upstairs, and he took the old woman out of her bed. He carried her downstairs, and then he took the painting off the wall. Quickly, before the house collapsed, he carried her outside. The dog changed into a man, and the old woman changed into a beautiful young girl. She was the girl from the painting. "So that was why she looked familiar," said Arran. But the girl didn't wake up. "I don't understand," said Arran. "What do I do now?" "You have to marry her to break the curse," said the dog. "Well, the man. I told you that." "Of course." So Arran held the girl and said, "I'm going to marry you." And the girl woke up. "Oh," she said. "Someone has broken the curse. And who are you?" So Arran explained everything. When she heard that he came back to the house and understood how to break the curse, she was very happy. "Now I will explain," she said. "I am not a witch, but a princess. I am the Turnip Princess, of the turnip country. Well, I was the princess. You see, a horrible witch wanted to take my country away from me. So she changed herself to look like me, and she made me look like an old witch. Usually, that would not be a problem. I know vegetable magic, you see. Vegetables have very strong magic. But the witch made all my vegetables go bad." Arran thought about the vegetables in the field that had bitten him. They were certainly bad vegetables. "She cursed my brother as well, and turned him into a dog. Then she sent us to this house and cursed me to sleep until someone said they would marry me. Oh, she is a horrible witch. But I knew someone would come and find me. You see, turnips have a very special magic. Turnips can help you find your way in the world. The witch didn't know this, so she didn't stop my brother from talking about it. I knew that he would tell someone about the turnips, and that they would find the way to break the curse." "But I don't understand," said Arran. "Was the house collapsed all that time while I had the painting?" "Yes. Don't worry, I was sleeping all the time, and it didn't hurt. You see, my magic uses vegetables, but the witch's magic uses art. So she used the painting to make the curse. She thought that, if someone took the painting, they would run away from the house, and the curse would still not be broken." "It sounds like this witch isn't very good at magic," said Arran. The Turnip Princess laughed. "Yes, magic is difficult. And she isn't very good. What will you do now? Do you want to go home?" "Not today. Today, I want to talk to the man who broke my curse. And if we are going to get married, I would like to meet his parents." So they used another turnip to find the way to Arran's home, and the Turnip Princess met his parents. They liked her a lot, and together they made Arran eat his vegetables. But he was happy, and the Turnip Princess cooked vegetables so well. He actually started to like them. "If I can eat the vegetables,